I don't know what
Hi.
just happened.
What do you
What?
mean?
What?
What do you mean?
Oh, wait 1 second. Sorry. I had my screen pinned twice for some odd reason.
Oh no.
That's why I was like, I heard the live stream twice and I was like, what's going on? I told you something like that would happen. I told you.
Well, you know what? If that's our glitch, it's funny. We can laugh.
Good point. Freaking do it, Emily. I freaking do it.
We're letting it rip.
Apparently. Hi, you guys are watching the Mac and Cheese podcast today. This guest is Emily. Her Twitter will be in the bio, so if you want to follow her there, please do. Jen said my two favorite people. Heart, heart, heart.
Oh, you're my favorite person. Mary is such a kind and selfless person. I've had the blessing of being her friend for a while now. Our phone chats to just keeping in touch. It's really special, and she's doing some amazing things with her podcast and getting herself out in the world. So anything I can do to help promote that and be a part of it, I am honored. And I'm so excited we're able to connect. And
I know.
as the world just keeps getting crazier and crazier, what better time to just sit back
Right.
and talk Packers, talk life.
So how do you want it? Okay, so for those that are not wondering, today there was huge Packer news. Should we just start off with that?
Let's drop it. Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark got extended for 3 years.
$64 million extension, 3 years. So our longest tenured Packer.
Also the one with the most 3 years, if I'm right, too.
Yes, that's right.
So Emily and I were discussing some things to do this week because training camp starts this week. So we're thankful for that. And we were talking but it might as well do a 53-man roster, right?
Yeah.
So we pretty much know Kenny Clark is going to be on it now because of this extension for sure.
I mean, I think Kenny Clark gets an automatic pass in, so that gives us 52 other people.
I want to send the link again to someone else. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I give up.
Oh, don't give up. Just roll with it.
Oh my God, are you kidding? Now I don't have the link, done? No!
I tweeted it out.
No, I meant the 53-man roster. It's something you did wrong.
Well,
no, it's a me mistake. That's all. It's a me mistake.
That's all good. I can give you my thoughts, which I jumbled around. You really don't know what's going to happen. You kind of do.
Can see it.
There you go. We can see it. What you got for us, Mary?
I can't see you. It's so confusing because I can't see you, but you can see me. So weird.
I can see you. Tell me what you got.
I can't see you is the thing. Okay.
I'm still here.
Well, you better be. So all the players are highlighted in yellow are the rookies. There's a lot of them this year.
Yes, there are.
I think I counted 13 in total.
Mm-hmm.
I broke it down in positions, like by cornerback. And these are all by alphabetical order, besides for the 2 wide receivers that we signed today, or this week.
Wonderful.
And then we have defensive linemen, safeties. And this is based on our new defense, not like Joe Barry's defense, too.
Yeah, we don't talk about Joe Barry anymore.
Long snappers, kickers. All 3 kickers.
All 3. I picked 3 as well.
Linebackers, tight ends, tackles, and then running backs. And then this is not up to date, though, because one of them got signed by the other league. Wide receivers, and then the offensive linemen. Okay. Guard, tackles, and fullback, and guard and punter. Okay.
Wonderful. Should I tell you what I've got?
Yeah.
See if I can compare.
Sure.
So I wasn't sure about quarterbacks, if we're going to take 2 or 3.
Right.
And I'm going with just the 2. I'm going with just Love and Sean Clifford.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I just figured there's wiggle room for some other spots, and I
Yeah.
put a lot of my faith into Love and seeing
Okay.
how Sean Clifford will deliver.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about that. And then let's see here. This is my favorite, is our wide receiving core. I've got 6.
Oh wow.
I got Jaden Reed.
Okay.
We got
Oh.
him. Devontae. We got D Wicks. D Wicks.
Yeah.
We got Romeo
Yeah.
Stubbs.
Mhm.
We got Christian Watson.
Yeah.
Bo Melton. Bo Melton.
Oh no. Okay.
And I also added Malik Heath.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. But I'm nervous about the Jaden Reed news that he's or Taylor
No,
Reed, that he's on the non-practice list of
but
today.
apparently he's okay.
Is he?
Yeah. That's what Justin sent me.
Okay, good. Hey, Justin.
Jaden Reed will open camp on the non-football injury list, but I heard he's okay.
Wonderful. Well, good to know. It's always kind of worrisome if you see someone's headlines
Yeah.
with.
Bill Huber tweeted, "Rest easy though. A source said Reed is totally fine and should be on the practice field in a few days."
Okay, that's good to know.
Yes.
Moving right down the line, we got our running backs. And my selection, I picked Josh Jacobs,
Okay.
AJ Dillon,
Mhm.
Marshawn Lloyd, and I'm taking Emmanuel Wilson too.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just letting the room fill up there. But
Yeah.
AJ's definitely got stuff to prove, but I'm a diehard fan of his. I think he's going to really take on that leadership role and really bulk up that space.
Mhm.
Tight ends, I picked 3. I
Okay.
got our guys, Luke Musgrave,
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft,
Okay.
and Tyler Davis.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
I'd like to see what Tyler has to prove, but
Yeah.
the Kraft and Musgrave, seeing them out there just doing
Mhm.
some damage, I think I really look forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. As we continue, my O-line, I debated between 9 and 10,
Okay.
but I picked Rasheed Walker,
Okay. Yeah.
our man E. Jenkins,
Okay. Yep.
Josh Myers, Sean Ryan,
Interesting.
Zach
Okay.
Tom,
Okay.
Jordan Morgan. What's up, Jordan Morgan? Jacob Monk, Travis Glover, and Andre Dillard.
Okay. Okay.
Now, if you want to get a little funky, obviously our man Kenny Clark leads the crew here. Congratulations, Kenny.
Yep.
But for our DL, I'm picking him, Devonta Wyatt, TJ Slayton, Carl Brooks, and Kobe Wooden.
Okay. Okay.
All right. One of my other rooms of the group, edge rusher.
Okay.
One of my favorites. He puts cheese on everything.
Yeah.
John Gary, another bona fide leader of our team.
Yeah.
And then we've got, let's see here, Kingsley,
Yep.
Preston Smith. Oh, man.
Yep.
And then Luke Van Ness. I like to see him have a huge year this year.
Me too.
All right. What else we got here?
Safeties.
You want my safeties? Oh,
Cornerback.
Yeah. I love the safety room here.
Okay.
Well, for cornerbacks, I got 6.
Okay.
I'll give you that. We've got one of my other favorites, John Money.
Yep.
E. Stokes.
Okay.
Carrington Valentine.
Yep.
Kayshawn Nixon.
Yep.
Corey Ballantyne.
Mm-hmm.
And Kalen King.
Where did I put Nixon at? Okay, never mind.
And then we go right into our safeties. Our new guy, love to see him just do some damage too, is Xavier McKinney.
Yep.
Javon Bullard.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Keon Aladopo.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony Johnson.
Interesting. Okay.
Linebackers, we got Quay Walker, Edgerrin Cooper, Tyron Hopper, Isaiah McDuffie, and Eric Wilson.
Nice. I like
You
that.
like that?
Yeah.
And then our three specialists. You already know what I'm saying. Daniel Whelan, Greg Joseph, and we'll let Pete B do his thing too.
Interesting for your kicker position. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I want to see if we can switch it up a bit.
Okay.
But I'm feeling pretty good, and I really like your work here too. We've got a lot in common what our thoughts are, and again,
I took my stars off. Just to let you know.
That's fine. Why would you do such a thing?
I wrote them all down.
Yeah.
So like for my cornerbacks, I chose like who I wanted first, and then I know this doesn't like add up to 53 because I honestly don't know yet.
Yeah.
For my quarterbacks though, I have to choose Pratt instead of Clifford.
Okay.
Michael Pratt.
I do like that. Why is that?
Just because his athleticism shows more than Clifford.
Okay.
And Jordan Love. It's gonna be like Jordan Love, Michael Pratt, and then like Clifford goes on practice squad.
I can
Also,
dig it.
one thing to know is Goody usually loves to take his rookies. So that's another reason why I took Pratt.
Oh, very smart. Very smart. This is
because Goody never likes to see his rookies walk. And then for cornerbacks, Jair Alexander, like you said, Kalen King, Keyshawn Nixon. I think Keyshawn is going to have a big year, especially with the special teams move this year.
Yeah.
With the return game. Eric Stokes, to see if that like injury helps him up. And Carrington Valentine.
Love it.
And maybe Corey Valentine too. That's like one that's not getting like a lot of love is Corey Valentine.
Yeah, kind of an up in the air situation.
Yeah. For D-line, obviously Carl Brooks, Kenny Clark. Brenton Cox Jr. has my name. He's a linebacker. But he was on the inactive roster all last year. Or mostly of last year.
Yeah.
Kingsley Enigbari. I think he's going to be a good one.
Yes, I do too.
So I did this as like the Jeff Hafley defense, so that's why it's a little bit different. Rashawn Gary, our new defensive scheme has Rick Gary as a defensive lineman. So, and then like the Kenneth Odomegu, he's international. He's the international player, so that
I
like
really thought of him. Yeah.
So that gives us like an extra slot, kind of.
Yeah.
TJ Slayton, I think, is going to be a big year, especially his last year on his rookie deal. And Lucas Van Ness and Preston Smith. Oh, Kobe Wyatt and Devontae Wyatt as well. Because we haven't seen a lot of Devontae Wyatt, in my opinion, personally yet.
Not enough.
And then for my safeties, I have Javon Bullard, Kitano Oladapo, Xavier McKinney, and Evan Williams. The one that I have difference over you for safeties wise is Benny Sapp III.
Okay. I can dig that. He's
more athletic. And for my kicker, I'm going like down in my list somehow. I don't know how. For my kicker, I do long snapper, I have Peter Bowden from Wisconsin.
Okay.
My kicker, I say Anders Carlson will take it.
You think so?
But again, I'm turned between Carlson and Turner for that position. Turner is a kicker from the Lions.
Yes, he is. See, my thought is having that advantage of knowing that he's been in our division and we know how his style is. He could have an advantage on.
Yeah, that's a good point. But from what I've talked to people about, and I know one of them I talked to about this is in chat right now, he thinks the long snapper was the issue with the kicker. So that's why I might go with Anders again. And plus he knows the system that we use as a Packer.
Yeah.
And then for my I reached the quarterbacks. For my linebackers, like Edgerrin Cooper, Tyron Hopper. I know at the draft stream I had said I was not a fan of Tyron Hopper. Isaiah McDuffie. I'm saving Isaiah because he knows Jeff Hafley's scheme from Boston College.
Yes, he does.
because I think it was Isaiah's last year that he played with Coach Heffley, and
Mhm.
Quay Walker. I want to see Quay Walker and Eric Wilson like with the team this year.
I do too. That's why I picked both of them. I think they have some serious potential to prove themselves.
And then tight ends, I'm gonna save Tyler Davis for like special teams wise because
Okay.
he's not really a tight end. He's like more of a special teams player from what I've realized.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take Luke Musgrave, Ben Sims, and Tucker Kraft. I was like, where's the other one at?
Yeah.
And then
It's great.
for tackles, I'm not sure because I think Rasheed Walker's definitely going to get a tackle position.
Yes.
Elton Jenkins, Jordan Morgan. That's why we drafted him. I kind of want to see Caleb Jones get a shot for the position as a tackle too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very high about Sean Ryan.
Yes. To me, I was on the fence of bringing him on. He's got some work to do, especially in camp, which starts tomorrow.
Right.
And so he's a hitter, within this list that I compiled, he's literally a hit or miss for me.
Right. And I agree with Jacob Monk, probably as like a starter center. Because I don't trust Josh Myers, but I'll give him one more year, kind of. And one person that I want to see in this season is Henry Pearson as a fullback.
Okay.
I think that would be fun to see because I feel like we haven't had a fullback since a while.
It's been a while since we've had someone that really comes in and does the work.
Yeah, and then punter is the only one. So Daniel Whelan. As of this moment, we do not have another punter. And then for running backs, I agree with AJ Dillon and Josh Jacobs and Marshawn Lloyd, but I don't think Emmanuel Wilson. Probably practice squad.
Okay.
And for wide receivers, Romeo Dobbs. Grant Dubose was last year's practice squad member.
Yes.
So I don't think he's going to get it. I think he might be back on practice squad, unfortunately. Malik Keith, because he showed like great hit. Bo Millen, Jaden Reed. And I think I want to check out this Stanley person because if I'm right, and Peter can probably correct me now, his dad actually played with the Packers, if I'm right, back in the day. So I think that would be fun to see, like a parent connection. And Christian Watson, Dontavian Wicks, and Travis Glover and Zach Tom.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna get off the screen before I mess it up again. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Okay. Done.
Well, you know what? It's great to see your opinion. And, there's a little bit of gray area with some of these roles. And I guess we'll let it literally and figuratively play out starting tomorrow.
Yeah. So we had 6 questions. We got this. I added another one. What?
I said, hey to everyone that's watching and commenting and asking questions. Love it.
Oh, no. See, this is why you don't say anything because Peter is a Bears fan. He's one of the mods. Yay, Josh Myers. He wants Josh Myers. And he also wants Royce Newman on the team. Just saying.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But he said correct. Yeah. So Messiah Swinson's dad played with the Packers. I don't remember what year, but I looked it up.
Okay.
He played for a couple of years. Justin asked us a good question. Question for both of you. Who in the Packers defense gets the most sacks? This one's tough.
Oh my gosh, Justin, that's a great question. And it's great because it's very tough.
Yeah.
I am very, very excited for what our defense is going to do with their drive and their hunger this year. And I think with their mix of tenure plus that young hunger, they're going to be a little bit menacing. I want the Green Bay Packers defense to come out menacing, and not just when we're playing the Bears.
But remember, we have a Bears fan in chat.
I know. Well, I appreciate all Bears fans here. I appreciate fans of any team. We if anything, we always kill them with kindness and on the field. But I'm just playing. You know what? I have two names come to mind.
Okay.
And you know what? I kind of want to see Luke Van Ness do a little bit of something where he just comes out, right?
Mhm.
And gets the most sacks. But now that we've got this contract extension and one of our most prestigious players out there, let's see Kenny Clark rip him to shreds this
Yeah.
year. King of the sacks, king of the North. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm going to turn it a little bit different. I think Rashawn Gary. I think Rashawn Gary is going to get it, especially in this new defense, too, is something.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, I can see Colby Wooden, maybe.
Hey,
Like,
why
I don't know.
not? Why
Or
not?
Preston Smith. Like, or Preston Smith, because I don't know. There's
You
so
know
many
what?
names to name off, is the thing for that kind of stuff.
I know, but you know, if I had a top three, you know, I think I'd want to include Rashawn Gary in there.
Yeah.
And see him have a monster year would really, really make this year even more special. I'm always cheering on our defense. You know, give them the accolades they deserve, especially in this new system. I want to see what
I realized we didn't have that as a question. What are your thoughts about this new scheme?
You know what? Anything that injects a breath of fresh air into our protocol and our processes makes me very intrigued. I hope that there isn't a big learning curve for some that are used to some of the previous ways of work,
Mhm.
if you will. But you know, I have my high hopes. What do you have to say?
The Bearskin got to me in the comments. It could be Quay Walker if we're including training staff. Peter, no. I think it's going to be a great change in the staff lead this year. I'm ignoring all the comments now. So I'm currently doing. Well, because they keep like talking trash. I think it's going to be a great change in staff meetup because I think Kenny Clark mentioned this a couple of days ago. This is his first time ever playing in a 4-3 defense because he's always played in a 3-4. So it's going to be like a huge. My mom's yelling at me. Is all you have to know. She was like, "I'll be back," and I'm like, "Okay." But I think it's going to be a great change in defensive scheme based on the 4-3 to the 3-4. And I think, if I'm correct, someone can correct me. They probably will. The last time we played in this defense was since the Super Bowl win back in 2010, 2011. Is the fun fact for the 4-3.
Yeah.
It's the last time we've ran it.
That's been a while. It's been, feels like 3 years ago, but that was 14 years ago.
14 years. Yep.
Good Lord. Why? Where's the time going?
Who knows? I mean, before that, it was 14 years with Brett Favre's Super Bowl win as well. Peter said, yes, and don't remind me, please, LOL. We also, what are your thoughts about Ed Policy taking over as the president of the Packers?
President? You know, I'm very interested because what's going to happen is, you know, seeing Mark Murphy give up his longstanding tenure here and transitioning, you know, I want to see a new way of life. I want to see a new way of thinking and, you know, whatever that looks like. And to me, it's going to be someone taking over in a position of power. And we haven't seen that in a long time.
Right.
A long time. And I don't know too much about him. I have to do a little bit heavier research. But I got a good feeling overall. I think I do.
From what I've learned, because Brady and I had kind of discussed this, we kind of did some history in life, not really. He's the founder of Titletown, that we all call Titletown now. Ed Policy is the one that thought of that idea in the first place. So it's going to be interesting bringing history back to the team, as we all know it.
You know what? That's what we stand on. We stand
Mhm.
on history. We stand on legacy.
Mhm.
And I'm a firm believer that anything that will help us chart towards building upon our strong foundation and giving us another chance at expanding our legacy, I stand behind it 1,000%.
Yep. And one thing that Brady and I both found out is Ed Policy actually started with the Packers in 2012, and Mark
Yeah,
Murphy, yeah,
I
and
knew
Mark
that.
Murphy started in 2008, I believe, with the Packers. But the difference is between the two is Mark Murphy played in the league and Ed Policy did not. That's the
Ah,
difference. Yeah.
very nice. Got any other questions for us?
I have a lot. That's not the only one. Oh, and Keyshawn Nixon said now number 10. Okay, so this became a debate. Do you want the Packers to sign Stephon Gilmore? Are you a believer in that? Yes or no?
Um, my instinct is no.
Okay.
I just don't think it's worth it. I think we're starting to gather our resources here,
Mhm.
and I want to see us build what we have. I don't know if it's necessary. Can we
Yeah.
entertain it? Of course. Have I entertained
Mhm.
it? A little bit. But, but ultimately, I don't
Yeah.
know, Mary. I kind of just I err on the no side. What
Yeah.
say you?
No, I also agree with that because Brady and I kind of discovered this too. His contract, Stephon Gilmore's contract, and also Stephon Gilmore would be the oldest player on the team as well,
Yeah.
including ahead of Preston Smith. Stephon Gilder is Stephon Gilmore is older than Preston Smith by like 3 years or something crazy like that. So
Hmm.
it's not a lot of years, but also
No.
it is.
Yeah.
Also Stephon Gilmore is injury prone.
He is, and that's where you want someone of, no offense, his age, but his history.
Mm-hmm.
Is that really what we want on a young and hungry
Right.
group here? I'm
Right.
not saying he would hold us back, but would he really propel us into that strength that we need? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just worried anyone that comes injury prone. My first priority here is with our current squad and really ensuring their health and safety and
Mm-hmm.
that they're doing whatever they can to prevent injury.
Right.
But adding someone that's prone to me is a no-no.
Yeah. And like Peter said, agreed. I think he's more than a one piece away type signing, like a la the 49ers or the Ravens. Yeah.
Hmm.
I could see the Ravens getting him. And another thing I brought up to Brady, I don't remember what year it was, but Stephon Gilmore could have been a Packer, and he said no as well. I think that's the year that we signed like Joe Barry. It was
I
between
it
him and the
was.
Rams. It was between us and the Rams, I think, and he decided the Rams over us. So what
Oh,
would make people think he would sign yet to us?
yeah.
That was my opinion about that. He could have been a
Mhm.
Packer when he could have, and he said no, and he chose the Rams over us.
Boo.
That might have been the year that we signed Russell Douglas. Okay, 2018. No,
2018?
I don't think it was. Anyways, I don't remember.
One of the two.
Oh, that's right. Stephon Gilmore signed with the Rams when they won the Super Bowl. That's right. That was like that year. No, wait, never mind. It was OBJ
No,
that I'm thinking of, not Stephon Gilmore.
no.
It was OBJ that I'm thinking of, not Stephon
Yeah,
Gilmore.
OBJ was at that time.
Yeah, Gilmore. Gilmore was on the Cowboys, and one thing to note is he wasn't playing against the Cowboys um, when we last played the Cowboys in the playoffs. He was
Hmm.
not playing, I don't think. Um, we're back onto football questions because, as we said before, it is the day before the training camp. I mean, what is your favorite matchup for the 2024-2025 season this year?
I love this. I love this question. It's hard for me to narrow it down, but I
Mm-hmm.
did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, First and foremost,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really excited for the Packers versus Texans.
Yes. Okay.
I am really excited.
Mm-hmm.
We've got two MVP and most, MVP candidates, most promising,
Mm-hmm.
two of the youngest in the league, CJ Stroud and Jordan Love. And, these are two players where, I mean, we're all sitting here kind of waiting with bated breath here. about
Right.
Jordan Love's extension, which I'm trying to just, it's
Yeah.
coming, let it happen. If it drops tonight, great. If it's, next week, if it's whenever it is, I'm not worried. It's coming. We all just need to relax.
Mhm.
But that being said, you have two people with impending massive contracts.
Yep.
And you're going to see them match up. And I think that's going to be a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, I'm really, really excited for the game to kick it off. We're going to Brazil.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Packers versus Eagles. You got the whole sea of green. I don't know if you heard like the stories or rumors. They're not allowed because of the
Yep.
football
I've
there.
heard about that. Yep.
Green, yeah. But you've got the Eagles. You got Saquon Barkley as part of the team. I mean, it's all set to be crazy.
Mhm.
I think Love coming up and opening it up internationally. Hopefully sitting on riding the high of that contract extension. It's
Mhm.
going to be a blast.
Mhm.
But my second runner up.
Yeah.
It's got to be Sunday, November 17th at noon, Soldier Field, right before Thanksgiving. Right before Thanksgiving, we go march into Soldier Field. We take care of the Bears.
That's a good one. James mentioned he hates that the Packers and Texans is national TV. Yeah.
Oh yeah, James, that's right.
One thing I'm surprised that you didn't mention the Packers and 49ers game.
Yes. Well, I don't know if I'm considered a fave matchup. For me, it kind of is. I guess you're right. I'm anticipating it, and I don't know if I'm anticipating it with good butterflies or just really, really, really apprehensive butterflies thinking about that matchup.
Also, it's Devondre Campbell's revenge game too. Is when I'm most excited for that one. He signed with the 49ers.
Perfect.
Oh no. Peter, the Bears fan, said you pronounce loss too wrong, Emily. Another one that I'm excited for is the Dolphins game. The Miami Dolphins game on Thanksgiving again.
Should I meet you there?
I'm not going, I don't think. It's in Green Bay.
I'm kidding. Oh, it is in Green Bay. I was going to
say.
Sure. Down here in Florida. You and I are so close to one another.
I know. We're like 2 hours away from each other, I think. I looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're close. We're closer.
Two cheeseheads in Florida.
Well, 3. Justin.
And Justin. Hey, Justin.
We're like leaving out everyone now. Better not disclose anyone now. Come on. We're sorry if we lost, if we forgot anyone. What are your thoughts about this year's draft class?
You know what? I thought it was well done. Mm-hmm. A lot of good potential. I mean, taking Jordan Morgan first was freaking awesome. And we've got some names. I think the other one I'm really excited about is Javon Bullard, Georgia boy. Mm-hmm. Marshawn Lloyd, I have him in my starting running back group.
Nice.
Man, come on. You've got even, Kalen King. I almost want to call him Kevin King, but it's Kalen King.
Right.
Potential, cornerback action there. It's a very strong draft class. Mm-hmm. And, having someone like Jaron Cooper come, I don't think he's, a weak player by any means. He's got to develop himself, mm-hmm. with good coverage and, learn to work with the system. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think seeing someone who had such a powerhouse career in college, even when he had a torn ACL, I want to see Jordan Morgan just attack it.
Yep.
Attack it and roll.
Oh, no.
Who do you got?
I made a mistake by accident. I'm so sorry. I put Elijah Jones height. I wanted Elijah Jones so bad on the Packers. Yeah. He was a cornerback that played with Jeff Hafley. Yeah. And Jeff Hafley said he was like one of the best in the draft as well. And then freaking Peter put game-ending interception because both Elijah Jones and Max Mellon went to the Cardinals. And unfortunately, we have to play against the Cardinals this year.
I'm not looking forward to that.
I'm
No.
not.
I said I'm not. I never do. I never do.
I'm just not ready for it because I know Elijah Jones is going to haunt me in my own dreams, personally.
Oh, I really hope.
And that's why I'm saying that. But I agree. I think one thing, and I mentioned this on Brady's episode, I'm just giving Brady a lot of shout outs apparently.
Hey, Brady.
Hey Brady, if you're watching this. He always, in free agency, he always backs it up with a rookie.
Yes.
We signed Josh Jacobs. We got Marshawn Lloyd. He was supposed to be like the best running back in the league in the draft class too. And also the same thing with Xavier McKinney. We backed it up with 3 core safeties: Javon Bullard, Evan Williams, Keaton Oladapo.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's a tight fit, and to see who's picked and who's going to thrive. I mean, we all got to start somewhere, and with the people we have chosen,
Yeah.
I think, again, I'm really, really stoked on Javon B. I think he's versatile. We need players that are going to come through. We need players that are going to make an impact, learn from the vets, but those that are just really hungry, that just want to prove themselves. Really,
Justin
really high on.
Justin has a great moment, or I'm going to turn this into a question. What game of this season do you think the Packers wear their 50s uniforms at? The dark green and dark gold. They haven't announced this yet, and I'm asking you before they announce it.
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Justin says Cardinals.
Your Cardinals? I was going to say Cardinals or the Colts.
Ooh. See, I don't think they would do it with the first home game, though, is the thing.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, I say give it to the Cardinals game.
Yeah.
But
sure.
it just makes me nervous. Anything Cardinals or 49ers makes me nervous.
I could see them honestly wearing them like on the Thanksgiving game too. Like because we usually wear them at home too.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's right.
Peter says they're hideous. The 50s jerseys are hideous. Whatever.
Acme Packers. They've got that nostalgic look to them.
No,
they're meant to be pretty.
He's a Notre Dame fan. Is the reason why.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a battle. And he's actually letting me wear my old Clay Matthews jersey today. He usually never lets me wear what?
I said nice jersey.
He usually never lets me wear jerseys, but he is today.
I'm rocking them.
What I did.
Our coach is hotter than yours.
Ooh, yes, I love that shirt. Yes. Okay, you're just gonna add more stuff to my shopping list now. No more, Mary. What are your thoughts about the free agency class? Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs.
Man, Xavier McKinney, I'm really, really stoked about. For me, it's just because we signed him in March, and he, came from the Giants. He had a bunch of career highs with them. He's gonna just kind of mold himself quite well into the Packers. And then what I think about Jacobs, man, I'm really, really stoked for Jacobs too. He's got high volume, he's high energy, and he recently was interviewed and he said he really wants to he has a real goal of legacy. And I really loved reading that article, and I apologize, I forget who I read that from. But signing him on, was it a 4-year, $48 million deal?
Yeah.
Bring it on. I would love to see him perform. And I think he's going to fit in quite well with our group.
I forgot the Josh Jacobs stat now. Josh Jacobs has 0 NFL career passing touchdowns as well. This could be his first chance on getting it. With Jordan Love wanting to throw the ball more to running backs, we've seen it with Aaron Jones. We've seen Jordan Love throwing the ball to Aaron Jones for touchdowns. basically as like a wide receiver and running back combination, which could be fun.
It could be.
And I just want to, I don't know if anyone noticed this. I don't think anyone's mentioned it on the podcast. Both of these free agents said they wanted to play with Jordan Love as well. That's one thing to note.
That's a good thing to note.
That I thought was important. And they all seem excited to play at Lambeau.
Oh, how could
that? Like Jordan Love is the next like quarterback too, or Josh Jacobs did. I think he did too.
I'm I'm keen on seeing how these new players play with someone of Jordan Love's newfound status. You know, how he has set the bar so high as a starter and what he did for the Packers his first season, and see that rub off on other players, no matter their position, and what's going to happen this season. Really.
Agree. I think it's just going to be fun to see them both. And I mentioned this on Brady's episode. We mentioned once I'm here. I think maybe when Xavier McKinney was signed, Xavier McKinney actually stopped the Vikings from getting further into playoffs. Like, he stopped the Vikings from getting further into the playoffs. The game that the Giants and the Vikings played in playoffs, Xavier McKinney stopped that from happening.
More power to them. That's what I like to hear.
I just want to say, I think the Eagles game is going to be tough. I'm always saying this. Saquon Barkley. We always seem to wait to lose to Saquon Barkley. Always. And we're playing against Saquon Barkley again.
It's gonna be a matchup for sure. It's not gonna be easy.
No. And also, like Aaron Jones' revenge game, we're gonna have to watch that twice this year, and many more years to come, most likely. Aaron Jones is a Viking now. What was your opinion about that? I'm sure you were sad. Everyone was.
I'm still in the grieving process.
It's okay.
I feel just a little. I'm bummed. You know.
Yeah.
He's a pinnacle of our team. Aaron Jones was so special. Is so special. Brought so much light, positivity, and leadership to the team that it really hurts that due to the internal changes that you see him go, and of all teams he goes to the Vikings. It's painful, but I wish him well.
Yeah.
I really want him to succeed wherever he is, and if he's up north and he's with the Vikings, I still wish him well. I just wish he doesn't play well when we play against the Vikings.
Justin literally said, wish Jones nothing but losing as a Viking. You guys both had said the same thing pretty much. I agree. I think we all will miss Aaron Jones as a Packer, but Aaron Jones did well with the community in Green Bay. And Josh Jacobs did say that's one thing that he wants to continue is the Green Bay
legacy.
Legacy and like community aspect of the team. Like doing what Aaron Jones did with the community, like handing shoes out, like handing book backpacks out with school supplies like to kids that need them. Josh Jacobs said he wants to continue that legacy that Aaron Jones started in Green Bay.
I think that's Aaron Jones really started something, and like Justin, I think you just commented, miss him as a person. I miss the aura he brought to the team, and I hope other players take on and fill in those shoes. Those are some big shoes to fill in.
Yeah. I will mention one other thing before we get moving on, because I know you have like a limited time tonight. Xavier McKinney is also coming into his prime too. So that's something to watch out for. He's young. He's, I think, 24 years old. Oh, wow. He's the same age as me. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's the first time that hit me. But he is young. He is coming into his prime.
Well, I think that can be seen as a good thing and not necessarily a detrimental thing. Let him come into his prime. Let him thrive.
Hey, you said that about me. And look, here I am today.
It was wonderfully, Mary. You're
Getting
you
big guests
do
on.
light, yes, and you're doing
Getting big
great.
guests. Thank you. Oh, speaking of one of the big guests, not that you have to say anything about this, the Tom Grossi questions. Well,
Yeah.
this is a Tom Grossi question that's been asked. I know you said you watched the Tom Grossi episode, so you're probably going to remember this question. I'm curious, what is your matchup? If you could say the Packers were in the Super Bowl, which AFC team would you want to see the Packers against? Knowing that the Packers are in the Super Bowl automatically.
It's a great question. And I'm probably going to tick off some people, but I don't care. I want to see it. I want to see Love and the team beat the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
I do. I just do. You know what? It's inevitable. They're on a collision course to meet this year, in the regular season. But there's something to be said that the Chiefs are a force to be reckoned with. And I would like us, now that we're guaranteed in the Super Bowl, to just do the damn thing.
Yeah. One, I think I said the Bills. I want to see the Bills, the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
Because it's going to be the best two tailgating teams. It's Buffalo and Lambeau. Beer drinking, you name it. I think it would be fun, especially at New Orleans, where it's at this year.
I can't wait for it to be New Orleans. I hope they have. Oh man, if the Packers win, get in. Lil Wayne, get a new song from him. Everything, the whole 9 yards.
Agreed. Speaking of that kind of stuff, what is your opinion about possibly Miley Cyrus doing halftime show?
I think it would be great.
Oh,
she has so much material that has spanned for years, and I mean, she could even be one of her own surprise guests. She could come in as Hannah Montana, and she has so many different versions of her. You have when she did more hip hop and does 23, and she has Flowers and Wrecking Ball. We can't ever forget Wrecking Ball. She's just constantly putting out stuff. And imagine if she brought out Dolly Parton, her godmother, and do Jolene. Yep. She's been a rocker. She's been in her fun bangers era, twerking and all that stuff. But she could really have a fun show where she could bring out literally anybody. I think I'm all for it. I think it'd be high energy. She's very talented. I think it would just be fun to see her do, kick it off or end it with Party in the USA. What's better than that for the Super Bowl?
Justin brought up a good one, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Him to do it.
Wayne's Weezy is going to have his own. He'll be involved in the Super Bowl one way or another, but it's for his team, for our team.
I was just thinking because he's from that area originally. So I think it would just be incredible.
And, if he and his crew, the Hot Boys, or, they all get together. I mean, there's just so many different things that could happen.
There's so much that he can do with, like, Green and Yellow. Like, all the other football songs that he wrote for the Packers. Like, he can easily, like, write another one, like, and do that one. I don't know what just happened to her. I lost her, guys. Uh-oh. Come back. This is kind of weird. I was about to text you. I was like, come back.
No, sorry. I did see in the comment, Weird Al would be the ultimate halftime show. Come on.
Justin said, or Peter said not Drake, though. Justin said that.
No, we don't want Drake. I don't want Drake. Keep that away from me.
Okay, so I know we have 2 other questions because I know you have a limited time tonight. Well, we kind of did one of them. What would your message to Tom Grossi be if he watches this amazing episode? I know you already know about the surprise that we're working on, but
the surprise is great. But I would say a very heartfelt thank you to Tom for all of his work. He is someone who has gone above and beyond, being so selfless to think more about others than of himself, that he's one of the most inspiring people think that I have come across, both as a Packer fan, but as a person. He has just been exuding rays of light and impacting people, and watching his journey brings a smile to my face, makes me glow with pride. You know, seeing one Packer fan of the year was so deserving. I want to continue to see how he can top himself, because what he's doing for the greater good, and there's so much wonderful power in that.
Not just not just Packer fan of the year, but NFL fan of the year as well. Not just
Packers fan. That's what I meant. Yes, NFL fan of the year. What would you
want to say? So wait, am I doing this too? Oh shoot. Yeah. Well, I guess I kind of have to eventually. Okay. Ooh, I see what you're doing. Okay. It's gonna be a lot less editing for you. Here, I'll take it. For me, I would say similar things. Like Tom actually, this is something that a lot of people ask. I think Brady asked me it this week. Tom actually inspired me to start this whole podcasting thing. So that's why I'm here today, is because of Tom. And we just want to say thank you, Tom, for coming on. And yeah. Do you want to hint at the surprise that we're working on or no?
It's gonna make a lot of people smile.
I think it's gonna make people cry too.
I think it's going to make people smile and tear up, and you're gonna definitely want to stay tuned for what we have in store.
I think we will have it up after the draft in 2025. That's a big hint. I don't know. Is that a big enough hint?
I think that's a good one. A good one.
Emily knows what it is because she's helping me with it, and a lot of people do. Well, actually, not a lot of people know about it. Okay, so the last thing that we kind of have is Jordan Love. Jordan Love contract.
Jordan Love contract. You know what? What will be, will be. I think it's coming sooner than what people think. I mean, we've been waiting. I will just say I have been loving being on X, Twitter. I don't know why. I have a hard time calling it X. But seeing all the memes, people anxiously waiting, we're having some fun with it. But I know when the news drops, we're all going to rejoice so emphatically that it's going to be great. And I think it's going to be this week. I'm just throwing that out there.
I also agree. Peter said for the surprise, he definitely can't wait. Okay. I know you have 4 minutes. So do you have any questions for me?
Mary, what has been one of your favorite things in the process of podcasting? Things that you've learned? Yeah. Besides, the obvious, but
no.
Where you're learning to cultivate your talent here.
Sorry. Peter said us too, the rest of the NFC North. For the Jordan Love thing. I would say, people ask me this when I first joined the network that you know about. Well, one of the old networks. I actually want to do play-by-play of the games. So you guys might see that a little bit more coming up this season. At least a quarter of it, because it'd be fun. Mm-hmm. I will say I don't think I will ever live stream the draft ever again, because that was a mess.
Yes.
And I did that, and that's off my to-do list.
That's okay.
And yeah, Justin learned, because Justin's my new co-host for this whole thing, so he learned to be more confident in myself when interviewing guests. Yeah. Train, stop.
Hey, Train.
Train, Emily says hi. You're just waving at it now.
No, it's that way.
No, it's this way. I think it's just going to be bringing on more people as I learn how to do it more. And I'm grateful that this is your second appearance on the show, and we're happy about that. Okay. Final thoughts, and where can people find you?
For me, well, I'm very active on Twitter. I'm at @MRachelZ, so that's EMRACHELZ. I've been on Twitter, fun fact, since 2008. I started it when I was in college, and then I kind of went dark because I was doing it for a college course. Brought it back to just talk the pack. And I've sort of made a whole movement of it myself. So other than that, I'm cheering on Green Bay, supporting how I can here in South Florida. And I'm still a Wisconsinite at heart, but you can definitely find me there. And I'll also drop you guys a couple of my other handles where you can find me. I'm helping write articles for another Packers group. I've been helping the Oak Network with some recipes, which I'm going to drop one probably tomorrow night or Tuesday morning, a new article that's catered to all of your tailgating and cooking needs. So I'm just happy to connect with people, share my creativity, and just, be kind to others. That's my whole thing.
Yes, I'm sure Emily will. I'm sure Emily will be back when we ask her to, because we'll see you in April, or they'll see you in August, won't they, with Miranda's episode?
Absolutely.
We need to figure out a date for that one. Speaking of that,
yeah.
No, there's a lot coming up next week. This is not fair.
There's a lot coming up.
Well,
every day something's happening.
Well, I'm interviewing the band next week too. For this
I'm really excited for you. I can't wait to tune in for that.
So I can officially announce that one.
Yeah.
Okay. You can. People know where they can find me. I don't want to say it. You guys can pretty much find us anywhere at Mac Podcast 365 on YouTube, Mac Podcast 2023 on Twitter or X. Next week, I'll do this really quick. We have 2 confirmed live episodes. I have a new podcast that Peter and I are starting. It's Midwestern Chaos. We are bringing that back. And I think we're going to be starting with the off-season trades, the Bears and the Packers, from 2022 to now. So it's going to be Devontae Adams. It's going to be like Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be Justin Fields. It's going to be like DJ Moore trades and everything like that. Wednesday night, the 24th, we are going to be doing, he said yes, what? Justin and I will be interviewing Trailer Park Country, the band that played at the NFL Draft Tailgate in 2024. They were just on, I think I can tell you this, I will right now. They were just on the radio in California. Just their first interview. Their songs were on the radio in California. Then something else is next week. Oh, I know I have a Life of Mary episode. It's going to be fun. And we are bringing Dan Kotnick back for his second episode as well next week. And then, I don't know, Cassie, she's one of the moderators as well. You guys might see her. We should probably do a moderator episode. I just realized that.
Hey, I'd love to be a part of that. I really am excited
You're a moderator.
Yeah, I'm a moderator, and I can't wait to get back into it whenever I'm needed. I'm right there in the chats, and
you're always welcome to help moderate.
Happy to do so.
And Cassie and I are starting Disnerd and Pixar podcast or videos, whatever we want to call it. We will be recapping all the Disney movies and Pixar movies possible. One of the ones that we are working at, because Wicked is coming out in November of this year, we are going to be reviewing Wicked Part 1 when it comes out. Like after it comes out, and it's going to be fun.
I just saw the trailer for it yesterday. I went to go see Twisters, and I loved it. Yep. And the Wicked trailer looks pretty awesome too. So I'm very excited for that movie.
Peter said that's a phenomenal name because he created it. So Peter, I'm going to do the outro thing. Oops. Do you have anything else to say to them?
I don't. I'm just so grateful to have joined you tonight and talking Packers and everything else. And I can't wait to see you again soon.
Yeah.
That's